What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Birdies and Banter. Woo! Episode number 5 coming to you live from the Owl Palace, as Derek would say,
Yeah.
and wherever I'm at. Um,
Parts unknown in Hollister, California.
yes. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that new intro music that I haven't told Derek about. New intro music because the last one kept getting copyrighted. So
Oh,
even
boo.
though it was from a free download site, and that's that's the whole point of free download, that you won't get copyrighted. So we'll see how this one works. It's more of a same vibe as the last one. So, but yeah, PGA Championship preview. Um, just gonna talk about everything Quail Hollow. Derek has experience being at Quail Hollow,
What?
right?
Yeah. By the way, folks, no, I'm not a member there. I know people are asking why are you wearing a visor like you're Steve Spurrier or Bob Stoops, Bubba Watson, Bo Hostler, Keith Mitchell, by the way, still wearing the high crown visor. I need to fix the bill here.
Oh,
Lord have mercy,
jeez.
seats of Dave.
Flip
But
that up
yes,
like Jasper.
oh yeah, yeah. Show off the head like that right here, or the
Yep.
gambler right here. Yeah, so I went to Quail Hollow Country Club where the PGA is there for the second time in 8 years for the Wells Fargo Succeeding Together contest. Yada yada yada. It was a first tee event. Was fortunate enough to receive scholarship money. Part of the program there was to go to the Wells Fargo Championship. Now it's a Truist Championship. I'm like, okay, whatever. So yeah, it was a fun time. James Hahn won that year. He beat
Wow.
Roberto Castro in a sudden death playoff. I remember that because Roberto Castro almost hit kind of our grandstand area on 18. So yeah, it's a fun little venue. Kind of reminds me of Augusta a little bit just because of the pine trees going up. But it's a big ballpark. I would say, of course, it's a putter's delight. You got to putt well to play there, and a lot of risk reward holes, especially a couple on the front nine, and then the Green Mile, which is 16, 17, and 18. And then those are the toughest three finishing holes on the PGA Tour, believe it or not. So it's a fun time, and I'm looking forward to it. I know it's getting a lot of bad rap because, oh, how come we're going to a regular tour stop for a major? But listen, they don't care where they play out. As long as they bring the Wanamaker Trophy out, and it's right there, and you got your shot at ultimate glory, then it's good. But yeah, it should be a fun layout. Hopefully, it's not like Splash Mountain because it's been raining like cats and dogs over there in
Yeah.
the city. So get your ponchos out, get the ponchos ready too.
Yeah, they already said that the course is gonna be long. There's already a couple 500-yard par fours.
Yeah.
Was watching Grant Horvat. I'm all about that YouTube golf, baby. They were doing the championship preview at Quail Hollow, and man, that course looks really tough if you are um, not accurate off the tee. You could
Yeah.
get put on some bad spots there. So, um, but overall, the course looked very nice, and excited about this another major champion. Um,
Another major championship. And I think besides the Rory storyline, which we'll have all the time in the world in this 40-minute Zoom session, wink, wink, if we don't go over, is Jordan Spieth trying to complete the career Grand Slam. My guy is now the pressure's on him, I think. Now Rory's cleansed. Jordan might need to get some cleansing. He's been playing a little bit better. I think uh, my chances of him are low, but that could be a good thing for him since, hey, just play free golf, play flawlessly, fearlessly, as I like to say. Um, but yeah, I think I just need to see more consistency. I think we see a little bit of spurts,
mhm.
some rounds here, and
Yeah,
then for some reason it's either Michael Greller's fault, he's either the caddy's fault or the club. So
just
yeah,
hit
he's
it.
still trying to work out fades, but yeah, I don't really like his chances at Quail Hollow. I think he needs to putt better. And also off the tee, I know Jordan's been struggling off the tee over the past couple of years. Just hit the 3 wood or get a long iron out. It's all about accuracy on that golf course anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a little different between him and Rory. I think Rory is more in the spotlight as well. Jordan
Yeah.
Speed's kind of under the radar, so him trying to complete the Grand Slam is kind of just like, it's kind of Rory was way up here and Jordan's still like, kind of near the bottom in terms of like publicity, talking to media. It's still a major thing to talk about, but I don't think it's really getting much spotlight. I think it's still on Rory after him winning the Masters. How freely is he going to play now?
Yeah,
And I think that's one of the biggest questions. He did in his press conference, was it today or yesterday, talk about not talking to Bryson. That was pretty funny. I'm trying to win the
there we
Masters,
go.
bro. We're not trying to be best mates out here.
The soap opera that continues to deliver, as whether Bryson spoke a word to Rory. Come on, man. I played with a lot of Patrick and I played junior golf, but I played with a lot of kids I didn't like, and it would just be what's up, and I'll talk to you in like three four holes. I'm sure Patrick's the same way too, but
There's
come
rounds
on.
that we people that we've been paired up with,
Yeah,
there's no talking
yeah,
whatsoever. Even in high school, there's rounds that just don't talk to each other.
yeah. Just what's your score? I move on to the next hole.
Yeah, so um, what else we got here?
Well, the beautiful thing about this championship is that there's a lot of teaching professionals as well.
Yes,
Guys that, guys and girls that coach a lot of golfers. Some coaches even bring golfers' confidence back up. I mean, Charles Barkley's talked about it with his coach Stan Utley and how he saved his life because we saw Sir Charles. That swing was looking ugly. Now it looks pristine. So we do have, of course, Michael Block. We all remember that miracle story back in 2023 at Oak Hill. It was a block party in Rochester. If you still hear it, it's still going on. And we got a local teacher pro. Shout out to Tom Johnson out of Meadow Club in Fairfax, California, Marin County. He's making his major debut by qualifying via the PGA Professional Championship that was held 2 or 3 weeks ago. So shout out to all the teacher pros. Thank you for what you do for the game of golf. But yeah, excited to see Tom Johnson, and I have him in my on our work pool. So
oh
hopefully,
thanks.
hopefully I
Spoiler,
get
huh?
some
I
get some
got
gift cards, baby.
well, I was just gonna ask if you have any PGA professionals in your lineup this week. I got the guy who won the PGA professional,
Yeah,
Tyler Collet or
yeah,
Collette, whatever
yeah.
his name is, but why not? You know, he dominated the field. Why not dominate the field at the at Quail Hollow?
Yeah, it's so hard with teaching pros because, obviously 90% of their time is to, give lessons to their membership at their respective country clubs or golf courses. So I decided to go with Tom Johnson. We haven't really had a local teaching pro
Yeah.
play there in a while, and he's making his major debut. So,
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna go Michael Block just
yeah,
because
of
everyone
course.
knows him. So,
Yeah, of course. I'm not surprised.
also spoiler, I mean, we have like 5 hours until it's final.
Yeah,
I try to choose players that I don't think other people are gonna choose, so we'll
yeah,
see how that's gonna go
yeah,
this week for our work pool. But
yeah.
um, hey, see what happens. Try to get gift cards out here.
Yeah, one of our coworkers cleaned house. Shout out to RT. Cleaned house, man. He going like 4 or 5 things. So we're trying to
Yeah,
tackle like he does, man. Stack the deck on top and then clean house with them gift cards.
yep, exactly. But enough about us and
Our
everyone that
lives.
we work with.
Yeah.
Let's get to some picks here because that's what everyone comes here and watches us for is our picks. So, Derek.
And our banter. Get it? Because it's part of the name of the show. Ah! Nobody's laughing, man. We only got 2 views now.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, we had over 100 views on our
Oh,
last
yeah,
two.
man. I think because of the Grand Slam masterpiece that Rory won. So let's see. Obviously, I think I'm gonna keep mine really simple, just because we've seen a lot of golf. Sleeper, believe it or not, it's gonna be Jay Tizzle. Finally got. I said he would win this year. So if you go back to I think the Players Championship, I
Yeah,
did say Jay Tizzle would finally get off the schneid, and he did in a dramatic way at the RBC Heritage against Andrew Novak in that playoff. Listen, I think with JT, his game's rolling, his game's cooking. He's now number 5 in the world. Um, he's not chasing speed. I think he's just finally comfortable with this game like he was in 2017 when he won his first PGA Championship there. The only thing is, I just want if that putter's gonna get cold on the weekend. That's why I'm kind of just like staying away for him a little bit. Of course, we'll mention world number 1 Scotty Scheffler, who won finally the CJ Cup at Byron Nelson, but I still call it the Byron Nelson. Uh,
Well, that still is, yeah.
yeah, it still is. Course record over there at TPC Craig Ranch. He looks like he's cooking, and of course, we can't mention that at this event with what happened last year and the whole, getting arrested. I think I saw the ESPN do a full on like 10-minute story interviewing the
Jeez.
lawyer, interviewing him. Jeff Darlington was actually at Valhalla retracing the steps. I'm like, oh my God, I think we've peed around the bush. But I think they're going back to Valhalla actually in about 10 years. So that should be interesting. But I think Scotty's game, hey, that fits perfectly for Quail Hollow. Will not be surprised to see him in contention. I with him also is the putter too. Can that putter get cooking and can it be more consistent? Um, but my pick, he finished had a disappointing finish on Sunday and a few Sundays on Live Golf. For some reason, as soon as Rory that putt win, I'm like, that's the guy that's going to win the PGA. You know his name, the Clovis native, Bryson D. Rochambeau. Listen, Bryson, this is his favorite tournament that he hasn't won yet, believe it or not, because he's had like what 3 or 4 straight top 5, top 10 finishes. All
Yeah.
but came close to winning it last year. I think just ran out of holes at Valhalla. Then we saw Xander's clutch up and down. Um, Bryson, it's going to be the irons. I don't know what happened on Sunday. His irons were just wayward. And then watched a little bit of Live Golf South Korea where he won, and I think he fixed it. So there's certain like majors that he can overpower, and they're the first three of every year. Those U.S. Open, Masters, and this one, I just feel like he can overpower it, especially with the rain coming in. The greens are going to be a little bit softer, the fairways are going to be soft. I would not be surprised to see Bryson tear it up, and
Mm.
heck, I think he's gonna win big. Not even close.
Dang. That's a hot take.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I would have to agree with Bryson, just because of the weather and the conditions of the course.
yeah.
It's going to be a lot of plug balls, not much run in the fairways. The guy hits it so far anyway. So, Bryson's a good pick. I basically had two out of the three there for what you just said, but I'll just read off my notes, like
Okay.
how we always do. You just take my picks.
Hey, we
Um,
don't. By the way, folks, we don't. I have no notes, no hands. Finally, have a red light, so I look professional. So you can shout
yes,
from the
yes.
red light, so I look
It's just
professional.
off to the side, not even on his face. You
Well, I
see
got the
his.
sun. I got natural sunlight coming in, dog. So
So one of my picks is JT, of course. I like his chances. His last four starts, second place, 36th at the Masters, the win at RBC, and then second place last week in the Truist Championship. So, he's definitely finding his groove late. Not even late in the season, middle of the season at this point. He just changed swing coaches. He moved away from his dad. I guess it's another swing coach that has seen him play since he was young. So, just like a fresh set of eyes on his swing, and hopefully he puts in a good week this week. Next pick I got is Xander Schauffele, El Souffle, as some people call him. Probably just me. Um, he was a runner-up finisher at the Wells Fargo 23 in the 2023 and 2024. How about that fact for you, Derek? So it's his time. He has a good track record at Quail Hollow. He hasn't been playing his best this season, but hey, who knows? Maybe Quail is right up his alley, and maybe he'll turn it around.
yeah,
And then my winner, I gotta go with Scotty Scheffler. He won the CJ Cup by like 20,000 strokes. Okay, that guy put on a clinic. He another YouTube golfer. He played against Grant Horvat the week before the CJ Cup. So Grant Horvat is why Scotty Scheffler turned around his game. Um, I mean, how can you not go with Scotty? He's so dominant in everything. I think he just gotta, keep the putter going and make a couple long putts, and I'm sure he'll finish atop the leaderboard.
Yeah, and I think
the PGA.
I think he'll be like the third player to win two Masters at a PGA before he's 30, joining of course Jack and Tiger.
Yeah,
That's all you need to know about that company. Um, Xander, I think there's two sides of it. I think one is the good side where he'll be motivated, especially when he's played with, I love the PGA too because they always pair up the top three players of the world no matter what they've won. I think he'll be motivated to show that, hey, I'm still here, I'm still an elite player. And number two, on the flip side, I mean, I haven't really seen any like form from Xander besides TGL. Um, so besides for the New York Golf Club, so it'll
yeah,
be interesting to see how he approaches this, especially now that he's defending the defending champion. I think I just want to see get off to a good start. If he could shoot like 2, 3 under,
yeah,
would be phenomenal. But I can't disagree with those two picks that you mentioned. Hey, I think everybody's betting on them. A couple launch shots though, because one thing about the PGA too is that you get some random people that win this event: Jason Duffner, Jimmy Walker, Rich Beem, Sean McKeel, Corey Connors. I think Corey Connors can sneak in. I really
yeah,
didn't like the coverage at all, where it was just at the Masters, it was Roy
yeah.
Bryson, and then oh wait, Corey Connors is there in the mix.
Yeah, it's like,
Um,
oh, he had a good run.
yeah, he had a good run out there. Another guy I like for some reason, he's been playing really good on the tour is Andrew Novak, who finally got that win at the Zurich Classic of New Orleans with Ben Griffin. He's been playing real solid. So, for some reason, I want to say that we might get a long shot winner, but I think
It's so hard,
it's so
when
hard. I think this field particularly, I think we're going to get it. Maybe I'll save that long shot pick for the U.S. Open, but this field, for some reason, I just feel like it's too star-studded, and that's why you always got to go with the top of the sports betting parlay there.
yeah, there's always five players just have a chance to win every week.
Yeah.
This week I'm not going with Jordan Spieth, like we said, and I'm also not going with John Rahm. Okay, I picked him at the Masters and he
Oh, it's a bad.
horrible, just horrible. So I'm no longer picking John Rahm for the rest of the season, unless he somehow gets like top five this week. But
Yeah, he hasn't really shown any form about live, and it might be a little bit of buyer's remorse going there.
yeah,
And then obviously Jordan, I think his best finish since he won the Open Championship 2017 was the tied for second, I believe, 2019 when Brooks went back to back at Bethpage. Melissa, I don't know if he'll light up the internet if Jordan wins like Rory did, because I think Rory's was just so dramatic. But hey, I think Jordan Spieth, you're going to see a lot of fans like me, 2015 to 2017, coming out of the closet and getting on the Under Armour gear ready if Jordan pulls it off and joins that elite company.
I think I saw that. Like, who was it? Gosh, dang, I just someone had like Tommy Fleetwood had like the seventh best odds to win this tournament. I'm like, really? This guy hasn't won yet on the PGA. How does he have the seventh best odds to win a major? Yeah,
I would like
I
to
thought,
see. I think
thought that
there
was
should.
interesting.
I've seen a list where it's like the most money made without a win, and I
It's
think Tommy
him
Fleetwood like leads that
pretty
list. But
handily.
yeah, he has nine top 20 finishes. His game's there. But like I said, I don't know. I just don't want to get because I like Tommy. I feel like he's a cool dude. I just don't want to get disappointed, man, because it feels like he's been on the cusp of just like
So
finally
many.
winning in America, and it
Yeah,
just how it falls apart one way or the other.
yeah. But we could list the whole field and be like, he can win, he cannot win. But that's golf nowadays.
Yeah, I mean Ludwig Oberg, Jason Day, I mean Russell Henley. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, we got a lot of names. Maverick McNeely now. Sepp Straka. We didn't even mention Sepp Straka, who won
Oh
the
yeah. My
championship.
boy, Sep.
Yeah, he's been having a breakout season with the second win last week. But it's going to be a fun championship. Expect a lot of birdies. This ain't going to be no difficult conditions. You're going to see a lot of birdies out there. That's how the PGA likes to set it up.
Yeah. Cool. That's
Cool.
it
Yeah.
for our PGA Championship preview. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this. Shout out to Derrick, who is a honorary member at Quail Hollow. Everyone
I
go ask
wish.
him to for a round of golf on Instagram. And yeah, that is it. Go follow us on the socials. You
Yeah,
already know. This is the fifth episode. We don't have to tell
you
them.
should know. And by the way, shout out Isaac Flores who gave his pick was Rory. I think a lot of people are picking Rory, so that's why I didn't mention it because we already kind of
Watch
self-explained.
Roy just like shit the bed, and miss the
It's
cut
the
for sure.
cut. Yeah. We're gonna get some Thurston Lawrence is gonna win the PGA. We're gonna get some random winner, I feel like, but we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see how it unfolds in the Queen City.
All right. We'll see everyone in the recap on Monday or Tuesday.